There's something I need to say to you, and it might not be what you expect. It's not the next video that's going to help you. Not this one. Not the next one you're going to search. Not the one you're hoping is finally going to explain everything in a way that makes it all make sense. Because most of them do already. If information was enough, you would already be free. You've listened, you've learned, you've tried to understand what happened, why it happened, how it happened. And for a moment, it works. You feel clear, grounded, like you finally see it, or you are finally seeing yourself. And then something shifts. It's always so unpredictable. You thought you were good, and you wake up one morning, and there's the urge again. You start thinking about them again. You start questioning yourself again. And suddenly, you're right back in it. It almost feels like there was no progress. You're looking for another answer, for another explanation, for another video, hoping this one will be the one that finally gives you closure. Because obviously, you need another one. But here's the truth. The clarity you're looking for isn't in another explanation. It's in observing your own pattern. And I know that's not as comforting and probably not what you wanted to hear, because it means you have to look at something you've been trying to soften, reinterpret, or give the benefit of the doubt to. But that's also where your power is. Because no one can see your pattern better than you. When you're actually willing to look at it honestly, to really observe and conclude, that's the hardest part. Not because you don't understand, but because a part of you is still hoping. You haven't fully let go yet, even if you keep pretending. Fake it until you make it, eh? You're still hoping that this time will be different. Hoping that this time they'll show up differently. Hoping that this time you'll finally feel understood. And that hope is what keeps pulling you back. Not them, the hope. Even though you know better by now. You could probably explain what's about to happen again. For the 1,000th time. You end up in this never-ending loop. You get clarity, you feel strong, you feel confident you can leave, because yet again, you see things for what they are. And then the feeling creeps back in. You miss them, the memories soften, you forget, the doubt creeps in, and every time the feelings come back in, you tell yourself, maybe it'll be better or different this time. Maybe he'll finally understand. And then you go back, just a little. Maybe you check their profile. Maybe you reread old messages or look at old pictures. Maybe you respond when you shouldn't. I want you to really hear this. You're not stuck because you don't understand. You're stuck because a part of you is still hoping for a different ending. In a pattern that has never changed from the beginning. It keeps being proven time and time again that it won't change. And at some point, that's the part you have to face. Not fix, not analyze, face. So instead of watching another video after this one, I want you to do something different. I want you to open a journal or start a file on your laptop. Make it a daily habit to tap into how you really feel and what's been happening. But right now, write down the last 3 times you went back. And be honest with yourself about what that means. Not the ideal version of it, not the it wasn't that bad version, the real version. Exactly what happened. The time you texted, the time you replied, the time you checked, even though you knew you shouldn't. Write it down. Then I want you to write the second part. What you hoped would happen. And this is the part most people rush through, but don't. Really sit with it. Maybe you hope they would finally explain something that made sense. Maybe you'd hope they'd be softer this time and wouldn't revert to name calling. Maybe you thought they'd understand you and take action to prove it. Maybe you just wanted that feeling back of being desired and admired, like in the beginning. Be honest, because that right there is the part that keeps pulling you back. Not them, that hope. What it used to be like in the beginning or at random times. Like feeding food to wild animals every day at first, and then starting to forget sparingly as they wait starving. Some days they get it, some days they don't. But you are their source, and they rely on you now. Okay, now I want you to write the third part. What actually happened? Not what you wish happened. Not the one good moment you're holding on to. What actually happened? Did they deflect? Did they give you just enough to keep you there? Did they mock you? Did you feel worse after? Did anything really change? And this part is uncomfortable. But that's your answer. That's the clarity you keep looking for. And it didn't come from them. It came from recognizing your own pattern. Because the truth is, you don't need more information. You just need to stop overwriting what you already know. At some point, healing stops being about understanding them, and it starts being about being honest with yourself. The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over again while expecting different results. So take the time to actually look at your pattern without softening it. That's the moment everything starts to change. When you start acknowledging the actual reality and not what you wish for it to be. Because now it's not about what they might do next. It's about what you're no longer willing to ignore. So the next time you feel that pull to go back, don't look for another video. Don't look for another explanation. Open your journal. Look at your own pattern. And ask yourself, how many times do I need to see the same outcome before I believe it? And then choose differently. Not because it's easy, but because you finally opened your eyes to see the reality. Protect the version of you that sees it now. The one who isn't confused anymore. The one who isn't second guessing what happened. The one who knows. Because once you see it clearly, you can't unsee it. And going back after that doesn't feel the same. It's almost like punishment. It costs more. So choose yourself in that moment. Not the hope, not the habit, not the imagination. You. You deserve to be happy and free. So be kind to yourself, be strong for yourself, and be true to yourself. And don't forget to journal for yourself.